This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
64,
Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. Play fake. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Black 22.
Play action now. Winston. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Jameis to throw it. This complete to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Ready?
From the red zone now, Winston. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And Winston lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Ready? 3, triple team.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
6-6, pull it out. 60-yard.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
Let's go. 91. Let's go, team. Get it.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Bucs 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And this is incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go play action. Winston. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 69 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Topper!
Army. Check, 45.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go, defense.
Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And Latimer's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
218's chop.
Bang, 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 bang.
Now Jones on first down. This is Shepard on the catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On second down, here's Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going.
And that's caught at the 25.
We got this.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Giants 24, Buccaneers 13. Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Recon, 152 fighting.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the ready.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. On second down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. All day, dog. Head up.
The toss out to Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, Barkley, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Ingram holds it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Bravo!
57's a mark.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ingram again, a first down carry. He juked him. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson now under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Alec Ogletree, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
At the Giants' 26-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They toss to Ingram. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
57. Mike,
5.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
6-6, pull it high.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Let's go, D.
Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 37 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The veteran safety, Antoine Bethea, there on the defensive coverage. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Give me that ball,
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
70, Indy.
On first down, Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Greystone travel.
Mike, 48. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What we got?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran safety, Antoine Bethea, there on the defensive coverage.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
General West.
Again, it's Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sets up fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Both sevens to Mike. Both sevens to Mike.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Jackson now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive
chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold.